All right, and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb. So let's get started, and here we go. Finger! Oh, my finger pressed the E when I meant to press the W. Oh, boy, this is not starting out so good. No. And we got the sun. The sun is... Oh. And still the end flies. The sun here is probably the best card in the game, I think, in my opinion. Because when you activate it, it does massive damage to everything in the room. It reveals the entire map and heals you completely back to full health. And that's pretty up there. For comparison, another card, the World, just reveals the whole map. So most cards are not as awesome as that. And we got the fork. I could use the fork. And we got some heads, some floating zombie heads. Yeah, and why aren't their eyes, like, melted out? Or were removed? That's kind of unsettling to think about. They were removed. Okay, let's see what pill this is. Oh, you... I hate that. Now I permanently lost one of my hearts. That sucks. Oh, but I got the mushroom. This is a pretty nice item. It boosts your damage and increases your health. Odd mushroom. So I kind of got it back, but that still sucks so hard. And I have no bombs because I dropped that one by accident. Blast it! No. Oh, this run isn't going very well. These guys are always kind of random. They'll double back on themselves quite a bit. Sometimes they'll even semi-get stuck in their own poo blocks and get trapped. Oh, great. Now I got 3 of them. Gotta clear the way here. Die, die, die. Oh, he's just kind of stuck there now, up there. There we go. Way. Oh, awesome. So I've just got this guy in a sitting duck. And all the poo turned into less poo. And I still can't blow up that blue rock. And I don't have enough money to buy anything at the store. Oh, it sucks. On to the next level. Isaac's humiliation. Will it never end? And the Curse of Darkness. I don't know if any of the curses have come up yet and I haven't noticed, but I should mention them now. This is a good time to mention them. There are a number of different curses that pop up at random and affect you in the game. The Curse of Darkness, as you can see, the map up there is a question mark, and it doesn't change. Basically, the Curse of Darkness removes your ability to see the map at all. You just move from room to room, and it doesn't update anything other than what you see there, really. So that's that. I believe there's also the Curse of the Lost. That gives you, I think, an alternate version of, like, for example, if you're in the basement, you'll now end up in the cellar. At least I think. But I do also know that it's a little bit larger than a standard level, the same depth. And then there's, of course, or not of course, and then there's the Curse of the Labyrinth. And the Curse of the Labyrinth is basically, instead of getting 2 levels, you get 1 level for that region, and it's both levels combined. So there'll be 2 treasure rooms, and it'll just be a huge map. So we'll probably see all that as we go along. Flames and slow down. This game must not be very optimized if just these animations are slowing everything down. Well, but then again, I don't know anything about Flash or how optimized it is or what. There we go, got a coin out of it. And we got these squishy things. Die, squishy things, die. No, now I'm going to be thinking about that stupid blue rock I couldn't blow up. I know it probably didn't have anything all that important in it, but it's one of those things where you sometimes wonder if, you know, you lose the battle for want of like one horse or something. Pin you to the wall here. This poor guy's infested with flies. There we go. Oh, I got the stars. Well, that'll take me... The stars, another tarot card here, will take me to the treasure room for that level, for this level. So I got... I believe that's Bobby Bomb. Yep. All your bombs now home in on enemies. If the bomb is dropped and an enemy is nearby, it will follow that enemy. This also works on your enemy's bombs too. Now, mind you, it's not the it's not their for example, the green guy's explosive blob attack thing, or explosive, I don't know, spew, for lack of a better word. That isn't technically considered a bomb, but one of the 7 deadly sins, Wrath, drops a whole bunch of bombs, or Pride, who will drop bombs. All those bombs will now chase him, in either case. So it's kind of funny to sit there and watch the bombs just sort of close in on your enemy. Let's see, what do we get? We got Monstro. Monstro, Monstro, Monstro. No, 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 no. It will pelt you with my tears. Come on, die, die, die. Die, die, die. Die, die, die. No. Come on, I've almost got it and not taking any heart damage. I should get a devil rune, that's what I'm wanting. Yes. And I got more health for it. Permanent health increase from rotten meat. There are just a number of items that give you health boosts. Now, since I've got 4 hearts, I think I'm going to splurge, so to speak, and I'm going to take the Spirit of Night. You could take the Ouija board, that's this one over here, and it costs less, but the Ouija board basically just gives you ethereal shots, while this, by the Spirit of Night, gives you ethereal shots and flying. And for reference, there's another item, a devil item, called the Daemon Wings, or Lord of the Pit, which is an upside-down cross, black cross with a red border, and that just gives you flight, and it's almost always 2 hearts. So this gives you flight and ethereal shots, so I think this time I'm going to take it. And you turn into this, a spirit type thing. And now I can just fly anywhere. Although now I only have 2 health, so gotta be careful. Don't want to be stupid and get myself killed. But now I can... Oh, good God. Oh, this is just... Yeah, the first thing I do is go into a room full of jumpy things that just leap over walls. There we go. But as you can see, my shots now go through, and I can now just pick up anything without having to bomb it. And a soul heart is nice too. So that means when you have the ability to fly like this, and your shots are ethereal, you have a lot of advantages because you can basically do something like what I'm going to do here for illustration purposes, and they can't get me. I'm trapped, I'm inside a wall, effectively, shooting at them, and they can't touch me. So that's a lifesaver in some situations. I usually don't do that too much, but some enemies it's a real advantage to use against, and awesome. I get to loot all of this and then go to the shop. Yeah. Awesomeness. We're going to see what the shop has for us this time. Has the ladder, or not the ladder, the bridge, or whatever it is. Basically, that's just like the same item in the original Zelda series. It basically acts as a bridge across one wide gaps. But since I have flying, that's basically completely useless to me. So I have 7 bombs, so I don't really need any more bombs, and I could use some more soul hearts just to pad my health bar. So since I have 21, I'll just go ahead and grab this. And then, because I'm feeling probably stupid, I'm going to do this because it's on sale. Oh, God, it's that health down one. I'm an idiot. I was afraid it was that, and I just wasted 3 pennies. Oh, well. Moving on. Interestingly, certain pills that do certain pills that have a negative effect will have a reverse effect if you have not enough life. For example, if you only have 1 red heart, and you activate the health down pill, it will instead act like its opposite, which is the health up pill, which will now give you an extra red heart because you only had 1, and that would have killed you outright. Similarly, the bad trip will which deals 1 damage, one red heart or just 1 heart damage, will, if you only have 1 heart and nothing else, will heal you back to full health as if it were a full heal pill. So that is a thing to remember, because sometimes you'll get a bad trip pill, and it's worth carrying it around, so long as you don't hit the Q button by accident. If you can save it for, yeah, now the little girl's mocking his tiny penis. Oh, good God. But, well, this is one of the situations where this is nice, because I can basically get out of their little charge radius and just shoot my shots at them with impunity. Little different than if you could just, hide at the other side of a pit and shoot at them, but in this case I can actually go into the pit and become completely unreachable. That's kind of nice. They still take a good deal of hits. I'd like to be able to do more damage. Or just brimstone, that would be nice. Ooh, flat penny! I need more keys. Hopefully this will actually do me some good this time. And these are blind maggots. They're not that tough, really. I mean, they only hurt you if you run into them, and they don't charge you like those other maggots do. They're just these blind little crawly maggots. And they make a nasty, wet pop sound when you kill them. Like so. So like I'm depleting the insect population down here. Come on, stop moving around and wiggling. Doors will not open until I kill all of you. There we go. Oh yeah, another soul heart. Another soul heart. Now I'm gonna go check out the challenge room. And I have no keys. This sucks. I need to find pennies or just straight up keys. Otherwise I won't be able to get into anything. These jokers. These guys can be tricky. Especially if there are a bunch of them and they're kind of scattered all over the room. It turns the room into, like, shots everywhere. And And I got another card. What is this? The Empress. The Empress is interesting. She basically gives you the ability of an item called the Whore of Babylon, where basically you get powered up, but normally if you had that item, if you're down to like half a heart or something like that, either a whole heart or half a heart, and no other health, you power up. The Empress lets you power up to that state without having to be health damaged that badly. So, oh yes, pennies. All right, 1 key. That's a start. And then we got these guys. No. And of course my health is to no avail with these guys. Or not my health, my flying is no avail to these guys. They just chase me. Okay, there we go. And another penny. Yeah, awesome. Now I've got 2 keys. This is great. This is going good. Or better anyway. I still need more health. Let's see if there's anything in the shop, shall we? Ooh, a Steam sale. Might be worth it. Oh, this is an opportunity to show another thing. One of the downsides of ethereal shots is they are much slower at breaking up fires and breaking up poo. Really? I'll find whatever. For sale, and I got a yellow pill. That's kind of dicey to pick up right now. And I don't have enough keys yet to open up all the chests I'm getting, so I'll use the advantage of my ethereal shots to kill that one off behind the wall. Unfortunately, these guys do not open up if you are not, exposed to their shots. Meaning, you can't lure them. Wow, there's a... Oh, this is where it's bad because you'll get to... See? The fire just fired a shot at me, and I'm going to have some trouble putting that fire out. No, I don't want to get the chest here. I mean, I could, and it might have stuff in it that will give me more coins, that gives me more keys, but... Alright. Growth hormones. And you get to see the effect this time. It makes you lumpy. But it does boost your damage and your speed, which is good. Yeah, flying is just incredibly good. And I got a heart. And I still have no keys with which to open that door. Or with to open the gold chests. The fistula. This is going to be a kind of interesting fight. This guy just breaks up into pieces. I'm pretty sure we've seen him before. Or pieces of him anyway. Because he's pretty common. With my abilities now, I can basically just go inside the rock here. That's one of the interesting things about this boss, is even though he floats, he is not, truly free to float around everywhere. He's apparently floating close enough to the ground that he bounces off of rocks, as you can see. Which means I can stay inside the rocks and not get hurt by his floaty bits. Making him a very easy boss with this combination of powers-ups, and yet still I managed to get hurt. Oh, meat. Meat. Tears and hit points up. That meat item is interesting because it's actually a reference to Bonk, which is a Nintendo game. I think it was much more popular in Japan than it was in the US. Oh, goody. One moment, I'm focusing on these guys. There we go. So, Bonk is interesting because it follows these weird adventures of this kind of bald kid, or whatever. He kind of looks a little bit like that kid with kind of dots on his head from, like, Dragon Ball Z or whatever. But anyway, I don't know the first thing about all that because I've never really watched Dragon Ball Z much. But, okay, awesome. I'm gonna blow this up. Hopefully give me keys or something. Another locked chest? Really? Damn it. Well, maybe if I'm lucky, that pill that in the shop will be... oh, I can't even buy it now. Oh, this sucks. Oh. Perhaps I should have taken the risk and opened one of the chests so that if it had more pennies, I would have possibly gotten more everything. But since there's nothing else I can do... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm forgetting there are secret rooms. And I have like 7 bombs. I can afford to waste a few bombs. Nope. This is the other likely place for it. There we go. Oh yeah. Awesome. Oh yeah. This is great. Make sure there's no pennies hiding in the fires. This is why the flat penny is just so good if you get it early on. Well, I'll just start opening chests now. And hopefully they'll continue to give me pennies and other things. Oh, what the heck. Spitty larva. You know, it's interesting the style of Binding of Isaac. The style is very kind of course, it's childlike drawings, because this is kind of being told by Isaac from his perspective. No, get away. So, even though these creatures are actually horrific, I mean, even though these flies make so much noise. No. There. Ah. Stop that. Oh. Come on. Yeah, but even though monsters in this are horrific, you'll notice they actually look rather cutesy. Some of the monsters have these adorable little, almost puppy dog eye look to them. And little smiley faces. So it's a kind of interesting artistic contrast. Oh, awesome. I'm going to be swimming with keys now. Let's see. The next gold chest is up here. Where's the other gold chest? I thought there was yet another one. Can't remember. Oh, get a red card. The 2 of clubs, which doubles my keys. Holy cow. See, this is why it's important to explore every possible avenue in a given level, after you've beaten it especially. Because if you do that, you will be able to find opportunities that you would have missed otherwise. And when you do that, you reap the benefits of it later down the road. By a lot. I think what I'm looking for, one of the other chests is in one of these rooms, and his icon isn't appearing because it's being overlapped with another icon. I think, was it in here? Yes, it was in here. Well, it's just got 2 bombs. That's good. I'll double that, and with all this money, I'll go ahead and pick up this pill, and we'll try it out. Bombs or keys? It just flipped my bombs and keys. That's kind of ironic. I was hoping it was that earlier before I got more keys. Anyway, grab that soul heart because I can afford it and I need the health padding I can get. So, oh, about the meat I was saying earlier with regards to Bonk. Bonk and Super Bonk, which I might mention, there's a very funny Let's Play of Super Bonk that was done by Zeta Plays, which is Zeta, he's another Let's Player. If you pop over to his channel, you can say hi to him for me. I'm a fan of his. But he plays it, and basically when you pick up the meat in Bonk, or Super Bonk, It's the kind of like the Super Mario Star, where you get temporary invincibility, or at least, well, it's kind of like a cross between the Super Mario Mushroom. No, that was dumb. Gotta focus on these guys and not commentary in the middle of them. There we go. More keys, thank you very much. Domo arigato. So, the meat in Bonk is basically a little bit like a Super Mario Mushroom crossed with a star. As you get meat, it transforms your character into other strange forms, and if you have enough meat at once, you can basically turn into this Godzilla-like a creature that flashes and music plays, and it's like the Super Mario Invulnerability Star, where you not only are you invulnerable to damage, but if in Super Bonk you can actually smash through buildings and leave nothing but the skeletal structure of the building underneath. So, Bonk is an interesting game, and that's what the meat is a reference to. Oh, awesome! I would have not thought to look there. Thank you very much, Mr. Explosive Diarrhea Sphincter. Yeah, those things really bring a whole new meaning to that word. Explosive diarrhea. Oh, more money. And one key. Which is fine, because I'm going to have a lot of keys. If I get something like cancer, or the trinket cancer, or something like it, I'll probably switch off to that now, because I'm starting to build up a supply of keys so much that pretty soon I'm going to have more keys than I actually need. Oh, gotta kill this. And these guys. These guys are... I think I probably mentioned them before. Really, the best way to deal with these guys is to try to stay all on one side of a room from them. And, dodge their shots, of course. But, they deal a lot of damage. If you can, try to just, of course, come around their side while they're firing out at you. But if there are more of them than one in a room, you do that, there's likely a good chance one of them will come at you from another side. And these guys. Fortunately, with my current powers, these guys are going to be pushovers. Although these guys are interesting in that they're one of the few enemies that are land-bound, but can still squeeze through corners. They will sometimes do that. If you're out of reach, they will literally squeeze through a corner and get onto the other side. So, yeah. Best to watch out for that. Die, die, die. I do not want more spiders in this room. Do not need spiders. And there we go. And I guess I'll go ahead and fight the boss. No, I'm going to go ahead and explore more. See if I can't find the treasure room before I mess with the boss. And power up might be useful for fighting it. No idea what it's going to be. There we are. This room would be much harder if I did not have flying. Simply because I'd have to dodge both these guys and the spikes. This way I can just completely ignore the spikes. The flying ability is also going to be really helpful when we get to the womb later. If I still have it. Oh, look, it's Blob. He's interesting. He's kind of like his darker skinned brethren, but he shoots in all 8 directions. You know, the 4 cardinal ones and the diagonals. And he's kind of rare. I don't know why, but I very rarely ever see him. This is like the second time I think I've seen him in a while. I think it's the first time in this playthrough we've seen him. And more of this stuff. Die, die, die. Alright. Now, of course, that's shut. That's because that's a boss challenge room with the skull above it. So can't get in there. Oh, wow. This is the mutant spider, I believe. I don't know if I've gotten this run or not. But its power is pretty awesome. It does have the downside in that it drops your tear rate so you don't fire tears as fast. So that tear rate, the number of little multiple arrow thing item up there, that will go down. But, no, I don't want you to die. But my shots will be quad shots, 4 eyes, because the spider has 4 eyes. So we'll do that. Now I have 4 eyes, but you can't see the other 2 eyes because they're under the massive skin. As you can see, the shots are slower, and they don't go as far, but there are 4 shots, meaning I do 4 times the damage. Ooh, map. That'll be helpful. Start. Got enough keys. I really don't need to be wasting money on that. I don't need any hearts, and I don't want to mess with the card. I've already got a card. I don't really need another one. We already busted that open, so let's go fight the boss. I could go mess with the gambling room, really, and I probably should with the amount of money I have. But, although, I think I might use the blood machine in the gambling room to, since I've got hearts laying around, to drop my health down to 1 heart, and then you make use of that. Oh, Pete. I hate this guy. He's one of the harder middle ground bosses. He basically does that. He constantly spews shots and tries to land on them. It's very hard to dodge his shots much of the time. Because I can find this might be a little easier because I can get inside the rocks for cover. But where he really starts to get aggravating is as you lower his health. Because he starts shooting off eyeballs. Okay, I'm in a good position here. Okay, no, I'm not. Yeah, that's the problem. Those things may look slow, but they make it very hard to keep firing at him while he's hopping around. He also does that, spew stuff on the ground, which makes the ground itself hurt you when you step on the urine. Yeah, because he's just peeing all over the place. Oh, if I didn't have flying, he would be 10 times harder. Because I'd have to dodge the stuff he spewed out, the stuff he's shooting, him landing, and his eyes. Oh. Thankfully, flying and doing a lot of damage helped a lot with that fight, because usually he's one of the bosses that can really kick my butt. And here we are with... Wow, I'm not going to bother with either of these items. This is the Whore of Babylon I mentioned earlier, over here. And this is a shovel. Basically, what you do with the shovel is you activate it, and its recharge is really long, but you activate it, and it creates a chute under you, basically the same as this chute. It lets you skip a whole level. So basically, you can rush through levels with that item. But if you do that, that has the bad downside of essentially, you can get around boss fights, but then you don't get boss fight items. And if you don't get boss fight items, then you're missing out on some items you'll need to boost your health and everything else. So it's a mixed bag. Alright, let's get a ton of keys now. Kind of surprised I haven't gotten more keys by now. That's good enough for now. With a half a soul heart and the sun fully re-healing me back to my full health, red hearts, I'm going to be in pretty solid shape for the boss challenge. It's a so-so item. It's the pox again. Ooh, I don't want that. I do not want that tip. As I mentioned before, it's a trinket that forces you to use it, or if you pick it up, you can't get rid of it, and it takes up your trinket slot permanently. So ironically, I now have to dodge an item, or a trinket. These guys are going to go down pretty quickly with the amount of damage I'm doing now. If I get increases to the number of hearts I shoot, I'm going to do some serious damage. And the spread shots will certainly help with groups of enemies too. Oh, and if you're watching this, please comment and subscribe, because then I will know that you exist and that you're watching my videos, and that pleases me very much, and thank you if you do. So let's see, I've got the Hanged Man. Unfortunately, that's completely useless to me. The Hanged Man basically gives you flying for one room, and that's it. It's a one-room use thing, and then you're done. So I'm not going to mess with any of those items. I'm going to keep this. Now let's see, I have 34 gold. Or gold. Thinking D&D now. I may do a Let's Play of a module for Neverona Nights at some point. Now I could just use the Sun card. But since I've already explored the level, it's kind of a waste. I could just buy this heart, and I've got a ton of money. I'll just go into that. And then just kind of regain hearts as I go along. I think I should be fine, especially considering how many soul hearts I have. And in fact, since the normally the slot machine in the arcade is a fortune-telling machine, meaning it should give me some soul hearts, but it didn't. It blew up. Okay. Thank you for the money and bombs and key. Domo arigato. That's probably most famous from the Mr. Roboto song by the band Styx. But oh yeah, I have more hearts here. This is great. Good thing I didn't use the card then. On we go. And that was a very profitable level. But it's, for people who don't know, it's, using the chest again, it's having trouble breathing, hyperventilating. And as you can see, since I have the map, this is all revealed, so we'll go for the secret room first. Oh, an opportunity to show the golden poo. Come on. I am sucking so hard right now. There we go. Got rid of the big fat one I needed to get rid of. Get rid of these guys. Yeah, blow up. Alright. Now an opportunity to show off the golden poo. You should be careful with the golden poo. The golden poo is awesome because it rarely comes up. It's basically the same as that corn poo. It replaces a corn poo, basically. And you can break it. It's going to take a lot longer with my shots, but when you completely break it, it turns into money. And I got a lot of keys. Now I'm tempted to drop... Whoa. I think I'm going to drop the coin for the... Well, what is my speed right now? My speed's pretty high. I think I won't even bother. But yeah. The golden poo, one thing to remember, if you leave the room, the golden poo will revert to a standard corn poo. So you won't get the gold poo if you accidentally go out of the room. I've done that a number of times. It's very irritating. So don't go out of the room until you've broken the golden poo, or else you would just flat out lose it. The reason why I don't want to get the goat's foot is even though I've got plenty of keys, and could easily ditch the flat penny now because I've got so many keys, I'm not going to use them all up, probably. But I don't want to be too fast. That's one of the downsides. If you're really have a really high speed stat, you tend to, the controls of Isaac tend to be almost a little slippery, like on ice. So you have trouble stopping, you have trouble making precision moves, and you will tend to actually go too far one way or the other when you don't mean to. So that's kind of bad if you have a high speed stat. Or a speed stat that's too high, I mean. Collecting the money. Godly amounts of keys. And you'll notice, of course, since I'm firing 4 shots at them, I've got tons of stuff to use against the fires here. So let's start exploring this level. Oh, fortune! No, not that. That is not fortunate. That is exploding! Stop exploding. Stop exploding, I say. I said stop exploding. Bomb. He's going to put on Mom's underwear. Mom's underwear. That's right. You're using her underwear. And you're wearing it, but you can't see it because in this version, in this form, he's partly a spirit, so there's nothing on his lower half. But perhaps he just put it in his ethereal pocket. Who knows? But anyway, it increases my range. That's what's important to the stat. Although I don't understand the logic behind that, really. I mean, shoes Mom's heels, which also does the same thing, increases your range. That makes sense, you know, you're taller, so you shoot farther. But with the underwear, I don't see how that makes you shoot farther. It's just underwear, but I don't know. Well, why not? Just okay, or just do that. It explodes. Oh, something interesting here. You'll notice these key blocks. I'm pushing against it right now. Normally, if you were on the ground, you would automatically unlock it. But once you're flying, those don't do that anymore because the game knows you don't need to open that lock because you can fly over the rocks. So when you have flight, those blocks won't open, so you won't waste keys by accident. You give me soul hearts, or will you just... Oh, awesome, you gave me cancer. How many times are you going to hear that in a game? Awesome, I have cancer! That just messed up on so many levels. Try a few more run bits with this. And what's this? What is this? Got the... No, I will not give up. Shut up. I'll just move on now, but I've got the cancer. This is awesome. Let's check it out. Oh, it doesn't look quite as awesome as it should because my tier stat is really low. Yeah, it's just 1 bar because of the effect of the quad shot. Because it has to, I think it has to reduce your shots to balance out the fact that you now shoot 4 times as much damage. And by the way, quad shot and similar types of things, like other kinds of multi-shots, do stack with brimstone. They make you take longer between charge-ups, you know, according to how many shots you shoot. So if I had brimstone with this, it would take 4 times as long to charge up between firing. But I would do 4 times the damage, which is crazy. There's only one combination I know of that's superior to it. I'm going to talk about it if I ever happen to get it, because if I get it, the game is... I win. You win the game, basically, if you had this combination. I'm thinking, no, I know. Oh, come on. I hate blue spikes. Oh, good, more hearts. So, also boss. No, go away. Get away from me. I hate these guys so much. You know what? Just die. Yes, that was totally worth it. I saved myself from getting a ton of damage, and I also revealed a huge chunk of the map. That is awesome. That was a good move. Have I visited? Yeah, I visited this already. No need to go in here. And I have a lot of money, but not that. It's just going to give me dead messages. I don't need that. So we're pretty powerful now. Now, admittedly, a lot of the Binding of Isaac is pretty random. Sometimes you just have insane luck, and you will get awesome item combinations that will just make you wreck enemies. But on the downside, there will be other times where you simply get items that, you know, let's say all your treasure room items are activatable items. You can only carry one activatable item, and if you don't get stat increases from items, you quickly fall behind the power curve of the game and basically lose because you just aren't able to deal enough damage fast enough to enemies. And that happens sometimes, and you just can't do anything. It's just bad luck, a bad run, and there's nothing you can do about it. Also, these guys are morons. I hate them. Die. Die. If you're at sufficient distance, they won't fire at you, but that has to be like almost all the way across the room. So, I mean almost exactly far opposite. If they're in the middle of the room, they're going to shoot at you. You can also sometimes push enemies with your shots into spikes. That's always amusing. Oh, thank goodness it's not greed. Although the main item here, the big item, the 7, that's a pickaxe. It's a so-so item. It lets you break rocks, and it recharges after every room that you beat. So you can use it to break one rock pretty much every room, assuming every room has an enemy in it. And that lets you access items that are behind things, and that's good and all. But you basically do the same thing with bombs, so in that sense it's kind of a rechargeable bomb. It's only usable to break one rock. Yeah, it's a so-so item. I don't really need any health, I don't need any bombs, and I don't think I really need that. Though I'm tempted to pick it up anyway. Well, let's just go in here and see what's in here. Oh, you'll notice I didn't take damage going in. With curse rooms, if you fly, whether it's this or one of the other power-ups that make you fly, you don't take damage when you fly in, but you always take damage when you fly, or regardless, when you go out. Yay! Spiders! It gave me nothing. Yep. Took that half point of damage and regained it all. Let's go fight the mini-boss. Well, first I'll go up here and clear this room out. Oh, look, it's laser vagina men. That's kind of a disturbing thought. Laser vagina men. Weird. Anyway, moving on. Sometimes it's best not to analyze too much. No, but seriously, I love analysis. That's my bread and butter. I love thinking about things and exploring them. I'm an academic at heart. That and a nerd. Yep, I'm a nerd. Not in the sciences sense, but in the... Oh, come on. I'm just being sloppy now. Oh, goody. This is a variation on him. As you will soon see, I'll just do this. Yeah. No, it didn't work. I can't kill that, but it won't shoot at me if I'm at the edges of the room because I won't be burned. These, instead of turning into the little worms, turn into explosive guys. If you're clever, you can trick the thing to blowing up your enemies for you. Oh, God, I'm being so sloppy. Now I'm going to have to go buy that heart. Oh, well. Not a big deal. I have so much money now, I'm never going to use all of it. Moving on. We've got Sloth. He also pukes out those little monsters, but I'm just damaging him so brutally, it's no contest. Bob's rotten head. That's right, we've got a rotten head in a bag. I'm carrying around a rotten head. Not something you see every day. Maybe I have hearts in one of the other rooms, I can't remember. But, or I may just not worry about it at all and move on, because I've got a lot of health, so... Anyway, let's see if this one gives me some hearts real quick. Oh, give me a soul heart. That's nice. We'll just move on. I try not to use those too heavily because I know it's kind of boring to watch. I mean, usually I might farm the crap out of those and use all my money if I can, but that will just take forever and I don't want to cut the video. Oh, great. I don't know if I've had this boss yet in the run-through, but I hate this guy. You'll notice he has no health bar. He never does. You never see his health bar. So like his little bitty counterparts, you first have to attack his heart. His mask is invulnerable to damage, and you have to attack him through the heart first. Like its heart counterparts, the heart is not completely helpless. It will fire shots. While he roams about the room and tries to ram you. It's very annoying. Just gotta keep firing at it until it goes down. That's not the hard part. Unlike the counterparts, the mask goes, you know, crazy up. And when he goes crazy like this, he just flies about the room trying to ram you, which is no different than before, but I'm being really sloppy. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Get off of me! But as you can see, he's got that little guy in the back there. So it means I can't hit him. He's like a knight. I can't damage him in the front. So I have to damage him from the back or from the side. Meaning, for the most part, I'm going to aim for his side, because usually he'll flip around the moment I get behind him. So, and because he doesn't have a life bar and he has a lot of health, all you can do is just keep firing at him and keep firing at him and keep firing at him. I'm going to try to use Bob's head on him. Bob's head is basically a bomb, a one-use bomb item that recharges after whatever, I forget its recharge rate. But it also poisons, and he's vulnerable to poison, because poison doesn't care which side of damage you're taking, it just deals damage, period. So let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have homing bombs. Oh, that was awesome. That killed him in one hit. I was not expecting that. Squeezy. Tears up. Awesome. Oh god, now I'm hideous. I have squeezy eyes, so my eyes are bugging out from their sockets. And then I have another two little eyes from the spider attack. Although now I fire a lot more hearts. Or fire a lot more. I'm going to go back and try to pick up that heart, I think. And I may even pick up that card from the shop because I've got a ton of money and there's nothing else I'm going to spend it on. We're almost toward the end of the game in terms of stores, so I'm not going to get another chance really to spend the money. So I might as well grab it while I've got it. Up we go. Up we go. And now that little vein in his forehead, that's from the meat, because Bonk has a little vein in his forehead when he's powered up on the meat, which Zeta plays, the guy Zeta, who does Zeta plays, he calls it an acid trip, which is kind of not completely inaccurate. The moon is a card that teleports you to a secret room. Since I've already discovered the main secret room in this level, there's no point. It will just teleport me there. It never takes you to the top secret room, as far as I know. It only takes you to the normal secret room. So, moving on. Got some decent health. I've got double my heart shots from cancer, which will be really helpful. If I can just get more tears up, that'll be awesome. One more store left in the game and one more treasure room. After that, we go to the womb and we won't see any more from there. Okay, might as well just activate the moon here. Just coins, nothing fantastic. I have 31 keys, that's really good. These guys are going to be pushovers. Look at that, isn't that just... That's fantastic. I'm just dishing out so much damage with those shots against those guys. At this late in game, many of the enemies start having certain invulnerabilities like these knights, or just have a lot of health, or disappear and reappear teleporting about, making them much more frustrating to shoot. That's basically the way the game keeps enemies tough. That, or have enemies do a lot of health, have a crap ton of health. Yeah, Bob's rotten head does not last for very long. Oh, when you saw me activate it, you just raise it above your head as a kind of ready fire, and then you attack like normal with a shot, and it will throw the bomb instead of shooting. Oh, wow. Holy crap. This is going to be interesting. Welcome to Polyphemus, or basically a cyclops eye. Polyphemus was from Greek mythology the name of the cyclops killed by Odysseus in the Odyssey saga, or Odyssey epic. When you take this, you get one giant eye, and you shoot a single massive tear. The tear does pretty much max damage. Your damage stat maxes out completely. And this multiplies with brimstone. So if you get brimstone and you have this eye, you will basically one-shot bosses. It's insane. So I'm going to pick this up now. This will, just like the spider eyes, will reset my number of arrows, or number of shots back down again. Same way the spider eye did, because, you know, it's a counterbalance. But it makes my shots freaking huge. So they will do more damage now. Although I don't know why I didn't max out the damage. Oh, there it did. It didn't update till I left the room. Oh, God. This is going to be wicked. Flee, flee, you worms, before my mighty power. Awesome. Let's see what's down here. My enemy's dying, that's what's down here. Man, if I could get brimstone somehow at this stage, I mean, it'll be a long charge up between shots, but I only need one shot. If I get brimstone, I mean, I can two-shot Mom. As the toughest bosses in the game will just fall before me in my unholy glory. Who knows, I might get a Satan room out of this. Who knows? Assuming I don't screw up royally. Die, die. Can't get me, I'm hovering over a pit. There we go. Die, 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 die. No, die. So much lag. Oh, come on. Anyway, let's see what's in here. It's probably going to be greed if I know my luck. Yeah, there was a high percentage of being him since I had so much money. Plus, I haven't run into him yet, so it all adds up. But I got a card out of it. I got the Hangman. Totally useless. I'll just activate it and waste it, because there's no point. I already have flying all the time. All these buggers. Die. Die quickly. Fortunately, their shots do not go through rocks. However, they will still jump on top of a rock anyway. I mean, they themselves will try to land on you, even if you're in a rock. They'll still land on you. So, oh God, this is bad. Come on, die quickly. Oh. Okay, I'll go in here. Spiders again. Yeah, you spiders don't stand a chance. Spiders again. Woo. Spiders. Actually, I hate spiders in real life. They give me the willies. I mean, I know they're just a tiny insect, or not an insect, they're an arachnid, technically. But, let's see if I can't get a half heart out of this. Awesome! I'm having some decent luck this run. Speaking of luck, I think this is a good opportunity to mention something about the stats. Even though you have 4 stats shown on the pause menu. Oh, this is awesome. there are actually at least 2 more stats. I can't remember if there are more than this, but there are at least 2 more stats that are not shown. That are, there's no way you can know what your level in them is. They're hidden. One is speed shot, that is the speed of your shots, how fast they travel across the room. A few items boost that, like the cat o' nine tails, but not many do. And it's not a stat you can actually look up and see. The other is luck. Luck determines the random chance. It plays a role in the various random chances and things. It increases your likelihood of drops from various machines and gambling games, and it boosts your luck and your likelihood of finding an item on sale. So getting your luck boosted is worth it. Also, they're gonna die. Awesome. And so will these guys. Gonna die, you're gonna die, I'm gonna kill you all. Whoops. Oh well, didn't mean to do that. Oh, great. Well, let's focus on this big guy first. His shots will do that, though. Alright, he's out of the way. Oh. His shot got me. More soul hearts, please. Oh my god. This is the rock. I think I've mentioned it before. It basically boosts your health, or boosts your damage by 2 points. It's probably pretty much useless because I think my damage is maxed out essentially from Polyphemus without the, not including the, something like a multiplier from Brimstone, but I'm going to take it anyway. Damage up. Kind of looks like it increased the size of my shot, so it may have increased my damage, I don't know. Bring it. Oh wow, this is a mom variant in which she doesn't really summon very many creatures. Instead, she focuses all her energy on trying to stop me. Literally. Come on, that's sweet. Get those things. Yeah, but I'm just dishing out so much damage here. Yeah. This is fairly easy. You just gotta go back and forth with this variant. The red one is always like this. Yep, scream all you want. And I got the cat o' nine tails, so that's kind of okay. Blow this up for some more soul hearts, because I'm gonna need them where I'm going. And now we go into the womb. The womb has a counterpart called in utero, which basically means the same thing. In utero means in the uterus. And yep, utero 1. I don't know what the differences are between the two worlds because I've not noticed a real difference in the creatures, and I've not noticed any difference in the walls or the background. Oh god. Bullet hell. First, you guys gonna die. Then this. That is the angel there, the little winged one, is basically the babies, but it's got more health and fires 3 shots instead of just 1 shot. So yeah, that sucked. Vending machine. I might as well spend a few coins here at least. I can get a soul heart or something. Or some defense maybe. If I can get some pretty flies. More money? Really? Okay, a new pill. Come on. Oh, awesome. Well, that's nice. That's speed up. That's something. See. I think I'll just stop this when I get to about 40 pennies. Wow. That is the final prize from these slot machines. If you blow up the slot machine, on this, you get a jackpot and it gives you a $1 bill. And the $1 bill basically. Oh, I unlocked Kane. I basically get 99 pennies. Now, Kane, as a character... And I got the lucky foot. Kane as a character will be unlocked if you get so many pennies. Because I got the dollar bill, I maxed out all my pennies immediately, and so I also unlocked him at the same time. I got the lucky foot because most of these characters, for example, like Judas and others, they come with items at start, rather than just an empty space for the space item. So, or not space item, for the activatable item. So their items that they start with have varying qualities. Kane's is a very nice item. The lucky foot. The lucky foot, I said. Yeah. No, I don't want that. I don't want that one. I want... Yeah. Oh god. These guys. Usually when enemies are blue, like this, it signifies that they are... Get off of me. Just eat a bomb. It signifies that they're going to drop soul hearts when they die. If they're blue. That was basically Dirty Jr., but one of his variants. Small and blue. Oh, and these are the hearts. You'll see them in the womb without any masks. Sometimes you'll see them with masks, but most of the time you won't. They'll just be hearts, which is kind of a nice thing because they don't really do much damage, and they're not very aggressive. These guys, however, are annoying. They shoot at me, and they essentially teleport by sinking into the floor. And they fire tri-shots. Fortunately, my shots go through stone, yours don't. Plus, if you get too close, they'll just spew at you and then run away. Oh, it's already recharged. Do I want to do it or not? If I do it, I'll lose the whole... No, I'll only lose the whole soul heart going back out. Normally, I'd lose 2 soul hearts, but because I'm flying, why not? I got 2 pills. That's pretty good. Pills are a common drop from these. And ate them. Yeah, that... If you had a normal face for this, it would make you kind of have a stupid face. Just the game mocking you. And I got health down. Crap, I don't want that. I gotta be careful now not to touch my Q button, because if I slip and hit it, I'll lose a heart permanently. That sucks. Hopefully I can find a... No, it's not these. Hopefully I can find another item card or another pill to replace that so I don't accidentally hit it. Yeah, like the start of this Let's Play where I hit the bomb button by accident. It's just one of those times. Oh, that was awesome. I forgot to mention that, actually. Another interesting thing about Polyphemus' shot is that if it hits weak enemies and completely obliterates them, it doesn't destroy the shot. The shot just gets smaller and does less damage and keeps going on to another enemy. Pretty nice. Really? You suck. And so do they. I just do that much damage. I do enough damage to kill those guys in one hit. And just completely brutalize Chub here. What he is, that's what he's called, Chub. You have bleed out from your eyes. And I got dual Monstros. Get away, Monstro, I don't want to. Do not want to hug you. Yeah, I just completely destroyed them. Totally destroyed them. This is awesome. I'm going to deal so much damage. Plus, the fact that I can shoot through rocks means these guys don't run away. Because, as much, I mean. And my throat is parched from commentating so much. You guys. Fortunately, the baby shots, they don't go through rocks. You'd think since they can fly that you'd kind of expect, I don't know, something else. The main hassle with them is that they teleport, so they could literally pop up right behind you or next to you or in you. And there's one of these guys. Hello. I will rip your body in half. Or maybe decapitate you. Whatever. Oh, and there, I just said that, didn't I? Best thing with these is just to dodge the hearts or dodge the masks as best you can, and just kill as many hearts as fast as you can. Sometimes you just can't avoid taking damage. It sucks, but there's nothing you can do about it. Dual Gemini twins. Yeah, this game follows the philosophy of taking earlier bosses and turning them into ordinary enemies, or at least sub-bosses. You know what, since they're here... Yeah, take that. Well, that was kind of amusing. Little glitchy umbilical cords there. And remember, of course, every hit I take is a whole heart. Same thing with this thing. If I go into it, I'll lose a whole heart instead of half a heart. Well, let's check this last room. It's just a spike room. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. On we go. The Tetratoma. I don't know if I think I've had this before. It's basically a rehash of Fistula, but instead of dropping worms, it drops tiny little spiders. Now what makes this more dangerous for me, but not dangerous right now, is the fact that each of these spiders would do a whole heart of damage. So they could basically gang swarm you if you weren't careful. But fortunately, I didn't have that problem, because I had flying and ethereal shots. And I picked up the Fool. The Fool just sends you back to the first room. Not really a good card unless you want to teleport out of a room, but whatever. I'll take it. It's better than having a health down pill. Now this is either going to be Satan or it's going to be Krampus. I hope it's Satan, and I hope he has what I want. No, he doesn't. Crap. Oh well. Since it's late in the game, I'm not going to bother with the number of the beast, or the mark of the beast, because I'm already really high on damage. There's no real point in maxing it further. And I don't want to lose the hearts. I'm going to need all the hearts I have. So, time to move along home. You'll notice the formation of these levels is quite... The womb is tends to be a good bit larger than the earlier levels, and they tend to be more strung out into long hallways. That's basically a way to force you to have to explore the entire length of a chain of rooms before you can get to a boss room. So, pretty much. Question mark pill, take it. Tears down, you suck. Blasted. Go. Also, that's one of the things I was going to mention about the Lucky Foot. Cain has the lucky foot as an item, and what it does is it basically, I think, maximizes your luck score, or very nearly so. It's hard to tell without the ability to actually look at it. But what's so awesome about that is that basically you're more likely to get drops from the various machines. You are, instead of having a 1 in 3 chance of getting an item from the shell game, you'll get 50-50 chance, which is also awesome. Fortune teller machines never give you empty messages. They'll always give you something, even if it's just that little injured animation effect, but they'll give you something. They won't give you messages. But the most awesome power of all is how it affects pills. It makes it so that there are no bad pills. If there's a bad pill, it will turn its effect into the opposite of that. So health down will become health up. Tears down will turn into a tears up pill. So you can never go wrong with taking pills. That is not true, though, at this point for me. But that's really awesome with the Lucky Foot. It's an awesome, awesome item. That makes Cain, even though he starts with one less heart and I think a bit less damage, he's a very solid character and makes a good option for people who are wanting to try out a new character for the first time. Cain is a good, solid middle ground character that rivals Isaac in terms of his general average setup, or general solid setup, I mean. Again, really? Don't you guys have anything better to do? Give me soul hearts, you idiot. Stupid Gertie Juniors. There's nothing down here but a spike room. That's what I was saying about the long hallways. They designed this, the levels are generated in the room so that you have to explore really far, and often you'll go in the complete opposite direction you actually want to go. Can I go in here? I don't think I did. Awesome! Although there's really not much point, but at this point, since this is going to be effectively the last level, I won't have a chance unless I find another white heart to actually get a new heart container, because there's no other level to go to. That's why I bothered to go ahead and pick it up right now. Under normal circumstances, I would have waited and picked it up after a boss, but there's no point. So I'm just basically going to end up treating it as a very expensive, pricey soul heart. I hate teleporters. I hate these blind dudes, too. I don't hate blind dudes in general, just creepy, eyeless things that come out of the ground like worms. Yeah, I don't like those. When I was younger, I actually met a kid who was blind. Oh, why did that appear? Did I get the secret room? Oh, I guess I must... Did I go into the secret room? Well, no, I don't know. Crap. Well, I'll go check later in a minute. Stupid rainstorm outside. So, ooh, chest. Another pill. Health down. Do not want. Do not want. Do not want. There's a gambling arcade. Actually, that's... Oh, man. Stupid of me. There we go. I don't know if there's a point going there, but... Give me brimstone. A compass. And it spawned Fistula. Die, Fistula, die. Actually, why am I doing this? Voila. teleported out. The gate, I teleported out of the room and returned to the starting room. That's pretty much what the Fool card is really good for. Though now you'll notice the door is open. I don't know if I go in now if it will relock, but I don't care. I'm going to ignore it. I try to get my double with my spread shots. I hate these guys too. Then again, I guess I just hate teleporters in general. And here we are, the final fight. And there went that. Oh, that sucks. It didn't even poison her. What the crap? Well, I'm kicking a decent chunk out of him every hit, so you're gonna get to see her change in tactics at the half point this time. Also, leeches suck. They have the mouths like a lamprey. There she goes. If I didn't have blind, she would be a lot harder right now because I would have to worry about running into that junk on the ground she unleashes. But since I'm flying, I don't. I just have to watch getting bombed directly. Alright. And here we have the next item and our second alternate ending. That's a noose. Isaac hung himself. Isaac hung himself. So yeah, that ending, he commits suicide and hangs himself. Yeah. That also unlocks the noose item. It's a noose. It usually appears in the secret item, or it's one of the secret items. It's one of the items that appear in secret rooms. It's a noose, and basically it's called Transcendence, which is an interesting title. When you use it, or when you pick it up, you basically lose your body and just become a floating head. Which basically is just flight, for all intents and purposes. What's kind of interesting about that, though, is that it implies something about what's going on here. Questions about where is Isaac exactly? I mean, we know he's like in this basement going through all these things, and these monsters are like this, but, what's really going on here? And if hanging yourself and suffocating to death is transcendence, meaning to transcend, to go beyond, to escape one's current state, does that imply that this is basically a prison for Isaac of some kind? We've seen clues and interesting things, but more things will be revealed as we continue on through the Let's Play. Well, I'm going to call this off, and for this is a run, because I've got a sore throat and this run has gone on long enough. So, good night everybody, and good night.